In tonight's world news, India and Pakistan agreed to a ceasefire on Saturday following escalating clashes. Still, hours later, the two South Asian enemies accused each other of violating the peace deal. Fox's Stephanie Bennett has more from London.
Celebrations across Islamabad Saturday following the news of the immediate ceasefire deal between India and Pakistan. President Donald Trump crediting the pause in military confrontation to a long night of talks mediated by the U.S., writing in part on Truth Social, quote, "Congratulations to both countries on using common sense and great intelligence."
It was agreed between them that both sides would stop all firing and military action on land and in the air and sea.
In recent days, the fighting between the two South Asian countries has been the worst the region has seen in almost 3 decades. A gun massacre killing 26 people in Indian-administered Kashmir last month triggered missile and drone strikes between the two nations.
We don't want collateral damage. Civilians' lives matter more. This was not from Pakistan. This was caused from the Indian side.
Many in India and Pakistan are welcoming the news with a sigh of relief.
This is the best decision of the government. If there was a war, our country would have gone back 10 years.
War is not the solution. Peace is the solution. War was declared, but when peace was achieved, it became much better.
However, hours after the peace agreement, multiple explosions were heard in Indian-controlled territory. Residents there reported blackouts following the blasts. India's foreign secretary is now accusing Pakistan of violating the ceasefire and is urging it to address the breaches. In London, Stephanie Bennett, Fox News.
The British Prime Minister, French President, German Chancellor, and Polish Prime Minister visited Kyiv Saturday, pushing for a ceasefire with Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky saying they are jointly demanding a complete and unconditional ceasefire starting on Monday for at least 30 days. The European leaders announcing Russia will be forced to deal with new and massive sanctions on its energy and banking sectors if President Putin does not agree to the ceasefire. Britain's Prime Minister Keir Starmer says the ceasefire effort has been coordinated closely with the U.S. The U.S. began tariff talks with Chinese officials today. A source says the two countries met for around 2 hours. Prospects for a breakthrough are slim, but there is hope for a possible deal to de-escalate the massive tariffs that are disrupting global markets and companies. President Trump slapped a combined 145% tariff on China last month, and the East Asian countries retaliated by ordering a 125% tariff on American imports.